Guys, welcome back to another episode of Automotive Projects, and today we're going to be working on the 2018 Honda Civic 1.5 liter turbo, but more importantly, we're going to be working on this connector right here. If you guys have a connector that you guys have bought from eBay or Amazon, on this video we're going to be showing you how to wire this up to this EGR solenoid on your Honda Civic. All right, for this particular project, we're gonna need just a few basic tools. We're gonna need a wire pliers, you're gonna need soldering iron, some solder of course, and some wire sleeves. That's all. Now this car was in a front-end collision, so of course the EGR solenoid got messed up, top broke off. So we went ahead and bought a new EGR solenoid, and the wiring for this is very hard to get, so we bought a universal one and we're gonna go ahead and wire it. As you can see, the wires do not match up. I was able to get a diagram offline and we're gonna show you exactly what wires to connect with which ones. All right, as you can see, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and peel back the wire. Once you guys have been able to strip these wires back, what we're gonna do first is we are gonna add sleeves to each and every one of these so we don't have to work backwards in order to use a heat gun and close these things back together. We're gonna be using this Weller universal soldering iron. It works very well. I've had it for a while. This thing will not let you down. We're gonna go ahead and cup this over the wire before we solder anything. That way we can just scoot it over these soldering points and just put some heat on it, and voila. First one we're gonna connect is the black wire. The black wire is gonna be connected to the yellow and the red stripe. First, we're gonna put the sleeve right over this, just like that. We're gonna connect the wires aggressively, tie them together. I've always had success tying them up together like that. All right, so it's pretty tied down. Let's go ahead and start soldering. So I usually use some thinning flux. It's gonna help the solder seep through the wires, and I mean, it just makes the job a lot cleaner. When we go to work, we're gonna start by heating up that wire from the bottom, and once that flux starts to melt, and this thing's pretty quick, it's gonna move pretty quick. And that's how it looks pretty good right there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this sleeve right over here, and voila. You can go ahead and put some heat on there, and it should be good. So we're gonna do this to the rest of the wires. All right, our next wire is gonna be the red with the red, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the sleeve on. Don't forget the sleeve. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a chart so you can see how the color diagrams are connected. We have the yellow wire going with the gray wire. The white wire is gonna be connected to the yellow and blue stripe wire. And the last wire, you're gonna have the blue wire connected with the yellow and green stripe. And you're just gonna hook those up just like that, and you're pretty much done with hooking them up. Now we're gonna solder all these wires and we're gonna clean it up, and your connector should be ready. So after we finish putting all these wires together, soldering them together, we're gonna be using this heat gun to go ahead and shrink those sleeves that we put on. All right, so after we put those sleeves on the connection of the wires, we're gonna go ahead and just wrap it up with some electric tape. Make sure it's all nice, tight together, give it some breathing room. Start wrapping up. Now we're just gonna go ahead and put this sleeve on. Should be pretty easy. All right, then we're just gonna grab a piece of tape, just tape off the ends like that. And this is what it looks like. And now you have an OEM look-alike connector. Looks just like the original one. All right, so now you have your new connector and you have your solenoid. It should just go straight click. And there you go. We're still gonna put the solenoid on, but that's pretty much how you wire up that connection with the wire-to-wire schematics. All right, guys, and it was just that simple. We were able to adapt the eBay or Amazon pigtail that we bought for the solenoid to the original wire schematic on the car. If this information or this video has been useful or helpful to you, show this channel some love. Also, if you're not already a subscriber, consider being one. Thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next